A very good evening. My name is Chieza Ite Guti. I'm going to do a presentation describing this structure and the function of a human digestive system and explaining what the dietary requirements are good for a human nutrition. I'll be giving it in detail. I'll be shortening it so that it accommodates me on my clip, which is required for me to show the presentation. Thank you. As I'm going, 7 requirements of a balanced diet in a human and their main roles. Maintaining a good health is given to the body. The nutrition is needed to perform and at its best required balanced diet. It is significant not to forget that the dietary requirements can differ for each individual depending age, sex, activity, and general health. Here are 7 requirements for a balanced diet in a human. We do have carbohydrates. Carbohydrates in the human's body, the carbohydrates of the carbohydrates, these are such as, I can give an example of what carbohydrates are. Carbohydrates, these are things that a human can eat that can give someone energy, such as we do have starch, we do have pasta, we do have rice, we do have potatoes, just to mention a few. The second row, we do have proteins. It is important for a human to have proteins in their diet, so that it balances with the nutrients that what is required for a human. Thirdly, we go to healthy fats. It is required for a human to have fats in their nutrition as well. The fourth one, we do have vitamins. Vitamins, it helps for the body to fight. So every human should have vitamins in what they do take. The fifth one, we do have minerals. Minerals, our bodies requires minerals so that it fights against the diseases. Whereby someone who needs some calcium in their bones, so it is good for a human to have minerals. The sixth, we do the human requires fiber. In a body, fiber refers to a group of complex carbohydrates found in part of the best foods. The seventh, we do have hydration. Hydration, we need a human requires fluids for a body to run over. So one should take some fluids for the body. It is necessary, the body needs some fluids, be it juice, be it water. A human requires some to be hydration. We continue. The effect of a dietary imbalance. The impact of a dietary abnormal of a human health can be multifunctional. The body needs a balanced diet to get vitamins, minerals, nutrients it needs to function at its best. Numerous health issues can rise from excess or shortage of a certain nutrients. The following are some of the consequences of a human nutritional imbalances. Malnutrition, if someone doesn't eat right, someone will have what we call malnutrition. Malnutrition is whereby uh, some when a human is a baby, some babies, if they don't eat well balanced diet meals, they end up being having kwashiorkor. Just to give you an example, so that's one type of an imbalance. And then in human also, when someone doesn't eat properly, it might be obesity. If you don't know what to eat, at what time to eat, if you don't control your portion when you are eating, one ends up being being called obesity. And the third one, nutrition deficiency. If one doesn't eat healthy, one end up having nutrition deficiency. Nutrition deficiency is whereby some people, some humans, they do have calcium. They lack calcium in their bodies. They do have tooth decays. These are various types of nutrients deficiency. Continuation to the effect of the dietary imbalance, the bone and the muscle problems. When you don't eat healthy, you end up having some bones problem and the muscle challenges. So in general, in dietary imbalance, you end up having digestive system. If you don't eat right, if you don't take enough fluids, if you don't take what is required by the body, you end up having digestive system problems. So one must eat right, so that one mustn't being constipated. You must eat according what is required by the body. We end up having some challenges like mental health issues, whereby if you don't eat right, you end up having some problem, mentally challenged, because you're not giving the body what is the body requires. So one end up having some mental health issues. As I continue I'm now going to describe the symptoms of nutrition deficiency. When the body does not get enough for a certain vital elements, such as vitamins, mineral, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, nutritional shortages results. There are numerical symptoms that the health issue can also result from. Where there is vitamin A deficiency, where there is vitamin D deficiency, where there is iron deficiency, vitamin C deficiency. As goes on, we do have calcium deficiency, iodine deficiency, we do have zinc deficiency. So these are symptoms of nutrients deficiency that a human can face if one doesn't eat healthy, what the body requires for a healthy a healthy person. As I continue, I'm going to explain on the diet recommended that currently believed to contribute to the prevention of diseases. Is whereby when I want to just talk in just in brief, eat a balanced diet. If you eat some balanced diet in your meals, if you eat a balanced diet, you prevent various types of diseases, because you'll be giving your body what the body require, and your body will be able to fight diseases with that. Increasing where the body, you have to, for you to, the recommendation I can recommend, the body needs to, one needs to increase fruits and vegetable intake. It is good for one to eat, to have, to take vegetables, to increase fruits in their diet, or choose the whole grain when eating. You don't, you need to eat the whole grain meals, the whole grain foods, not refined things, because I believe for one not to be cooked, to not to be constipated, one should have to eat things with roughage. So it is very, very important for one to eat healthy stuff such as vegetables, long grain meals, limit, you have to cut down sugars. You don't need to add on sugars on things that you eat. Reduce the intake of salt. When you reduce the intake of salt, you end up cutting what the blood pressure. You end up not having the sugar, diabetes problems. So these are some recommendation that I can recommend for a healthy, for a healthy diet. Uh, One should control, in terms of eating, one should control the portion of food. What one should control the term of the portion of food that she eats, for one to have a good a good healthy body. As I go, one should choose the fats that is required. A healthy fats, if I'm talking about healthy fats, it's whereby one should take fats, some of fats, as in the olive oil fats, the what you call, you eat fats from the animals, not the fats from the seeds. Eat avocado oil, avoid the sunflower or oils. Eat the fats which are recommended. Introduce such things such as cheese in your meals, double cream yogurts. It helps for one to have a good diet, uh, in, uh, in, in, in their diet. Limit, one should also limit the intake of alcohol. Avoid alcohol in everything that one is doing. Be mindful for the food safety. Avoid, as for myself, I recommend people to avoid tinned things, and avoid cooking using the microwaves. Prepare your daily meals daily, day by day, and make sure you eat the food on the required time which is supposed to be eaten, not to stay for longer. Eat the meals according to what they are supposed. Increase the intake of fiber in the diet. One should increase the intake of fiber. As I'm going to explain the anatomy structure of a human alimental canal, where there is, I'm talking of the body of a person just in detail, where we found the mouth, we do have the stomach, we do have the liver, we do have the gallbladder, we have small intestines, we have rectum, and we have the anus, until the food passes. So whereby when I'm talking about this, the foods enters into the mouth, and the mouth break down the food that you eat into smaller pieces. Then it goes down into smaller, into the stomach. When it goes into the stomach, it if it's stored into the stomach, then it goes to the small intestines. From the small intestines, it goes to the large intestines. From the large intestines, it goes to the rectum. Then from the rectum, it goes through the anus. That's the in detail, in short, what the alimental canal is all about. I go down trying to speed up my time, because I'm just giving in brief what I have presented on my assignment. This is just in brief of what I have written on my assignment. So as I am going down, I explain the function of each part of the human and mental canal. I try to explain in short about what the mouth does, what the small intestine does, what the stomach does, what the large intestines does, what the rectum does, until the food passes to the anus. Continuation of each. Okay, I'm going down. I'm going down to explain about the main function of a liver. A liver, the main purpose of a liver, it detoxifies what it detoxifies and it helps to digest what everything is taken from the mouth until to the stomach. That's the thing that helps. I can say that's the end of the short presentation I can give in detail. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.